When you first committed to Virginia, which probably seems like forever ago for you now, was the dream to have that experience that you had on Sunday night of watching the selection show and seeing Virginia's name pop up on the screen?
Yeah, I think every little girl's dream is to one day make it into the NCAA tournament and make it to a Women's College World Series game. And, when I committed to Virginia, they hadn't been there in the past few years, and I think that Coach Joe really made it clear that that was the goal and that that's what we were going to work towards. And I knew that, that had been my goal my entire life. So it kind of aligned that, we finally got to do it my last year.
And how special is it in your senior season to be part of the group that gets this program back to the NCAA tournament? First time in 14 years, only the second time ever. How does that make it, especially significant for you?
Yeah, I feel like, every group of girls that I played with have played a huge role in getting us to where we are today. But, it feels extra special to be the last class, the seniors that get to kind of lead the way for that and kind of set the new standard. And, I know coming in, my class, we wanted to make an impact right away, and some of us didn't get to step on the field that first year, but we wanted to kind of change the culture, and I think that, we're now seeing all that hard work that we put into just caring about each other. And, we pride ourselves, like we talked about this in a PLM the other day, of, we pride ourselves on how much we care about each other and, like, why we do what we do. And I think that, in that first season that we had where we only won 15 games total, we still could fall back on, we still support each other with everything we have. And now that we're winning games, like, we're still trying to fall back on that, like, we care about each other so much that, like, the wins are just a bonus.
And then how do you find that balance between appreciating the moment of playing in the NCAA tournament and the significance of it with trying to focus on the task at hand, which is a softball game, a series of softball games that are all really important? How do you kind of limit the distractions while also appreciating how significant this is for the program?
Yeah, I think that, it just brings so much excitement that you let that excitement fuel you. We thrive off of, like, playing big teams, and we've proven ourselves. We actually talked about this in a meeting the other day of, like, confidence is so important in this game. Confidence is dangerous, and if you go into this weekend, no matter who you're playing, like, we've proven to ourselves that we have the right to be confident in what we do. We have the groundwork for, we can believe in ourselves. We've beaten teams in the top 5 of the country, and, going into it, like, we're excited because we've done it before, and, like, we're ready to go again.
Do you get the sense from the entire team that the mentality is, okay, great, we made the NCAA tournament, but we're not really satisfied? Is that kind of the mentality you guys have going in?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the goal was to make it to a regional, and then the goal was to win a regional, and we had both of those goals at the beginning of the year, and I think everybody's really bought into, we were excited to see our name for the first time, but we're not done yet. We've been playing in our locker room. We just have games rolling of Miami of Ohio, Tennessee. We're just watching them. We want to see how they play, how they interact with each other, like, what we can focus on to, like, better prepare ourselves going into this weekend, because we want to do every little thing that we could possibly do to give us that advantage, because we haven't been here before. These teams that are coming into our region, they've been here before. They've been into the NCAA tournament, and it's a different feel for us, so we're just trying to over-prepare.
How much more do you know about Miami of Ohio now than you did, like, 3-4 days ago?
Yeah, I mean, you've been seeing social media buzz about Miami of Ohio. We've talked about this before. Is Coach Jo doesn't have social media, so she had no idea. But, it's in the back of all of our minds because, we're young and we have Twitter and Instagram. But I think that now we know a little bit more about, the competition that they play, their arms, how well they do against certain kinds of pitchers, how well they do against certain kinds of speeds, their strength of schedule. Like, we know the little details that, can prepare us for going into it, and it's not just all about the social media hype that they have right now.
You said before about kind of thriving off the excitement, whether it's fans, whether it's your families, whether it's former teammates, other alumni. How much can you sense that level of excitement, and can that fuel you guys maybe a little bit too?
Yeah, we have a really passionate team, and, like, you see that when we play. So going into an atmosphere, we've been to Tennessee before. I think seniors and juniors, we've both been to Tennessee and we've played against Tennessee. Obviously, they're a whole different team and we're a whole different team, but we have been in that atmosphere. Tennessee fans, they love their teams, and we've had Rocky Top playing at practice because you can hear that when they score runs, they play that song. So we're just preparing ourselves to kind of thrive off of all of that energy that we're going to get from the stadium, and I think that we're prepared for that. We love that. We thrive off of playing the game passionately and then getting everybody in the crowd excited about it as well.
How about the energy coming from your alumni, your families? What has that been like these last few days?
Yeah, I mean, not even just these last few days. This entire season, we've had outpouring support from our alumni, from our families, from our fans. Everybody has been supporting this journey that we've been on, and I think that it doesn't start right when we make the tournament. They've been there the entire time, and I think that's a big reason why we are going to the tournament, is because of their support.
And then just, what has it been like once you get over the initial excitement of seeing your name flash up on the screen, just getting back to work? What has that process been?
Yeah, I mean, it's been completely the same. We stick to a pretty strict schedule. We try to, prepare ourselves. The last weekend, ACC's was a little bit different because we would play on a Thursday, and we don't usually play on Thursdays, so our week looked a little different. But this week we play Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that's like a typical week. So we're just attacking it like we would any other game, just preparing for 3 teams instead of 1 team.